Hi everybody, I'm recycling some of my decks, or rather I'm not recycling, but I'm recycling reviews. I've had this deck for a couple of years now and I do reuse my decks quite often, and today I made a card game, a Lenormand card game or a time game, and I thought, right, I'm doing reviews from old decks, and you can see the box is getting battered up after 3 years, but I'm going to do the Magical Dogs Tarot, created by MICKIE and Daniel Mueller, and it is the publishers is MUELLER, and the deck is $29.99, but that's a couple of years ago, the price in US dollars, and I will leave all the information in the description box again. And it's a beautiful book and the cards are very friendly, and I think it's also a good deck for beginners because it's so lovely, it is innocent, it is colourful. The cards are named but not numbered. Yes, they are numbered, sorry. And this is what it looks like. So it really looks like a book, and the presentation of the box and the cards is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see the little puppy in the bottom of the deck box, and the moon. So things you might, hidden things. So hopefully you will get the knowledge through the cards. And it says, unleash the power of canines. Dogs bring a special kind of magic into our lives with their boundless joy and unwavering loyalty. This delightful weight-based deck and companion book enhances the magic, showcasing each canine's beauty, wisdom and irresistible personality. Magical Dogs Tarot features a wide variety of domestic breeds, navigating the universal challenges, relationships and life lessons that reveal and the answers to your biggest questions, transforming man's best friend into a tarot reader's perfect companion. And it is really a beautiful deck to have. It's from the same publishers as the Everyday Witch, and I do have a review out there of the Everyday Witch. But if you compare my reviews now with 5 years ago or 4 years ago, I'm really ashamed of how I started, but it's also a bit of nostalgia that I'm doing this reading or review. And I haven't done the dogs yet, but I did get the Everyday Witch around the same time, first the witch and then the dogs. And it's a big thick book, as you can see, and it's done with drawings, and it's about the author and illustrator, also about the author Daniel Mueller, and it is really a big fat book, and it's good for a beginner. Also for advanced reader, contents are acknowledgements, introduction, the major arcana, the minor arcana, spreads, appendix, sketches of Mickey Miller's old wooden art table. So I'll just go to the back. So there's some sketches there. That's the 5 of Pentacles, if I'm correct. That is really nice, how the cards, how we sketched them, and yeah, how they started off. You can see by practice makes perfect. Okay, and then you've got some spreads here. It's really magically done, and it's also a page for separation, like announcing the minor arcana, the spreads and the major arcana, and also it tells you the story about the suit that it's going to describe. It's like the Call of the Sky pack. Powerful force and conflict embody the sky's pack world. And the sky is obviously the swords. It also explains that in the front, because the suits are called sea, sky, fire and earth. So you learn your elements as well at the same time. Okay, They are generally nomads, dogs of the wild places who perfectly at home under the open sky and do not shy away from danger. Independent creatures, these dogs often forge only temporary alliances to meet their immediate goals. So again, in the story and within the sense of the dog's world, you can see that the swords, the dogs in the swords suit are called Sky, and they're not scared. And also each card has, for instance, a title, a picture in black and white or in grey, and then it's described that the dog is perched in a tree. In the crux formed two branches, a young canine struggles to find balance in the fork of the bare and twisted tree. Some unseen danger has driven her to this impasse. Confused with her predicament, she is unsure how to proceed. She has managed to find a position of some stability and is under no immediate threat of falling. But this situation cannot stand forever, and choice must be made. Neither brute strength nor fervent prayer will provide the solution to her problem. So, and then goes on, and then it's pause for thought. So in other words, the upright card, and then you get some keywords like impasse, choice, uncertainty, questioning, weighing options, and then the reverse, and also a little bit of detail, and then keywords: confusion, overwhelmed, information overload, no good choice. Okay, so it gives you a good explanation. It does say unseen, because usually it is the lady with the swords crossed across her heart, so that's the crux of the tree, and not seeing able, you can't see a way out because she's stuck, but in a normal Rider-Waite she's blindfolded. So do take the deck if you're a beginner of Rider-Waite and see the difference, and that's how you can also see the 3D in the cards. What I mean by 3D is don't just look at the title or the number of the card, but see what is happening in the background. And this is a step up from Rider-Waite. Rider-Waite is the traditional tarot, but then you have got material to compare with, and what is happening in the depth of the card. And so let your intuition and your subconscious work. Like here, the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Sky, and it's represented in this deck with orange. Compare that to Rider-Waite. Usually it is silver or grey or blue. Also here you can really see the feathers. Other decks also use feathers or pins or swords, needles, sharp because of the swords, also because it's air, feathers. So let's get started with the big arcana, and then I'm going to go on to the other suits. So I hope you like this update on the cards or suits or decks that I have had for a couple of years. I hope you enjoy it. After all, it is raining constantly here, so we're going to start with the Fool, of course, and this is the Fool. So let's have a look. I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you can enjoy the deck, and that you can see here, you can see the cliff's edge. Like I said, have a look what is going on in the background. Here you can see like a Stonehenge ceremony, or a mount with stone, like Stonehenge. That represents the cave where the Fool came out, if you know your mythological stories. Also we've got the Magician, again on a stone with all the elements there. It is also numbered, a new beginning. The infinity symbol is above the head of the dog. The High Priestess. The two pillars are the trees. The moon, she's standing on a piece of stone that's sculpted like a moon. Very mysterious. She represents the triple moon, so there you are. Beautiful. The Empress. She loves the garden and animals, and she's Mother Earth. This could also be her two pups. The Emperor, the sign of the Emperor. The Shaman, the High Priest, the Hierophant. I like the way he's got his paws like that, because the priest always blesses. And I like the way they've incorporated native Canadian or American symbols from the Indians. The shaman means medicine man, which is the High Priest. The Lovers. Just think it's so gorgeous. And they've used a sleigh as the chariot. Strength card. And you've got a little cat playing with the dog's tail, like the bigness of the lion, and the cat, the symbol of the lion. Gorgeous. The Hermit. He lives in the mountains, also in caves a little bit, taking his retreats. Also a bit of he's a spiritual man, so he's burning incense there. I like the little touches. The Wheel of Fortune. Nowadays you have the wheel that you can have in the house for the dogs to exercise, or a treadmill. Justice. Again, the pillars and the scales. I think that must be a Pondego, a Spanish dog. Then we have the Seer, which is the Hanged Man. The Death card. And if you're a beginner, then this also could look like the Judgment card, so be careful. This is not rising from the dead. It is in transformational period, and here you've got the Egyptian god bringing the dog back to life, or rising from the dead. That's why this can be very confusing in this deck, so make sure that you hold your Rider-Waite cards together, or the book. Anyway, it is very easily explained in the beautiful book that goes with it. This is Temperance. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth. The Rainbow. The water coming down. The Trickster. That is the devil. You can see it's like lava is in the back of him. And he's got the rope around his neck, looking very mean, and looks more like a coyote. Then we've got the Mountain, thunder blazing down. They're fun cards because they're not scary. The dogs doesn't make it scary, clubbing together. The Pack. And we've got the Star. That looks like a dingo, Australian dog. And here you see the Moon. Again, if you're not experienced, you could see this as Judgment, but you can see the spirit, or rather the stars. He's shaped it out into a wolf. Because there are two dogs crying to the moon, one black, one white. You've got the two pillars, but here you've just got the spiritual. So don't get that twisted or muddled up with the Judgment card. The Sun, I think that's beautiful. And here you have the Call. And now, if you see the Call, that's Judgment. You can see that the holy light, the spiritual light, the light of the universe is lighting up and rising the spiritual dog up from the death, bringing it back to light, and all the others are standing there in awe, waiting for it to join the pack. And then we have the World. Now we're going on to the Sky. Now, like I said in the introduction, Sky is usually depicted with blue, grey or silver in some decks, and also blue because of the blue sky, and blue can also be used for water. So here we've got it as yellow or orange. And I think that's rather nice because the sky, the sun is in the sky, so that's how you can relate to that. Then we've got the Two of Sky. Again, that orange effect in the background. Then we do have storms as well. The Three of Sky. And then I think of the raindrops or the storm as tears, because the Three of Sky, the Three of Swords, does mean sadness. Then we've got the Four of Swords, the Four of Sky, taking time out, meditation. Five of Sky, feeling left out. All the dogs have turned their backs on him. The Six of Sky, Six of Swords. Usually you see a boat, somebody drifting off in a boat, but then this is nature, okay? So the dog is looking towards the future or looking back what is left behind. Usually, this is what I mean, let your imagination go riot. It is a bunny that is also calmness, and then you've got the acorn or the squirrel climbing the tree, climbing up higher. So you can let your imagination go so long you know the basics of tarot. And then you've got the Seven of Swords, and he's using cups here or bowls to hide something, being sneaky, and he's just pretending he's not seeing it, and he's rather looking rather fed up and angry. The Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. Also the crows, air, again feathers representing air. I think it's magical. Then we have the Nine of Sky, and that is the ice pentacles in the caves, or the salt pentacles that grow in caves, represent the swords. He's looking very scary. Are they going to drop on me? And then here you are, you've got the arrows, the Ten of Pentacles, feeling a wounded warrior. And then we've got the Sky Puppy. This must be the Red Canyon. So you do see something back of Americans' canyons. I suppose it could be anywhere. And the knight is called Guardian. Beautiful. And then we've got the alpha female and the sky alpha male. Wow, the dopamine definitely, boom. Okay, so I'll be using these again shortly. Ace of Sea, and so this is the cups and it's blue. The Two of Cups, the Two of Sea, the Three of Sea, celebrations, coming together with family and friends. Four of Sea, not seeing what is there around you. The 5 of C, looking back, getting squirted in the eye so you don't see, mustn't see. Go forth. 6 of C, 6 of Cups, everybody's joining in, having a good time. The 7 of C, the lilies with fairies on them, a corgi. I think that's really well done. Whether he wants a bone or whether he wants a bowl to drink from or eat. The 8 of C, the 8 of Cups represented by shells. The 9 of Cups and a garland of fish celebrating abundance. The 10 of C, family, happy family, reunion, and the rainbow, of course. And we've got the sea puppy. And you get the fish jumping out at the puppy. Then you have the sea guardian. Again, the fish around him. That might be a setter, an English setter, or a spaniel. And I love this dog. That is a Labrador, oh gosh, no, it's a doodle. Not a Labradoodle, but it looks like an Afghan doodle. But there is a Dutch breed, and that is like that with curly hair, afro hair. And actually, that dog, that breed, loves water. And here we've got the alpha male. So, lovely. Now we're going to the wands. We've got the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, choices of paths, the 3 of Wands. It's done with 3 huts and 3 fires. The 4 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the dogs holding sticks, the 6 of Wands of fire, 7, 8 of fire, the 9 of fire, the 10 of fire, the fire puppy, he's cute, the fire guardian, the knight, the alpha female, there's a Rottweiler, and the fire elf male, alpha male, a Dalmatian. I think they're very strong characters, really well depicted. The Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, green color. The fire was, let me see, red. You can see that on the backings. And the 2 of Pentacles, balancing, 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. Now again here, you would think it could be the shaman or the high priest because he's rather dressed up. And the Pentacles are represented by bowls here. The 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, represented by 7 bunnies, nature, because it's earth being outside. And here we have the 8 of earth, which is also baskets. I think it's also gems. If you look at some of the cards, you see gems. So bowls, gems, because it's wealth, or earthly things like the 9 of Pentacles is here. The flower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raspberries. The 9 of raspberries. I love the way he's brought the nature into the earth, the sign. Here you've got apples. The 10 of earth. The earth puppy. And if you know your flowers, then you know that this could be bluebells or lupenia. Beautiful flowers. The earth guardian, that is the knights. The alpha female. And the alpha male. Wow, that was it. And I'm not going to do a reading this time because it's just a quick flip through, as it is one of my old decks and the stock is really good. It's one of the most flexible stock that well. It's good to shake. You can. They're plastic. They also feel plastic, and they're 3 years old, and I have used them quite a bit. So for 3 years old, they have stayed relatively good. I do keep them in a cool room. You can see it's still even. And they're not edged or gilded, and they do shake fantastically, really they do. It's so smooth. It's a little bit like the Lightseers tarot. That's how flexible they are. So, and you can do also the shuffle ruffle, but I can't do that one. Brenda can. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Take care, stay safe, and be blessed. And please like and share. And I just wanted to do this with regards to the rainy Sunday, because it's been really depressing here, and it's not very nice. And I'm just going to show you some of the pictures again. Okay, just a couple. They're really beautiful. And we've also got a National Animal Day here in Holland on the 4th of October, so I'll be using them for that week. It's you know, I've seen Christmas decorations already up on Facebook and shops. It's beginning really early this year. I think people are scared that there will be another lockdown around Christmas, and that's why they're selling off last year's stock and making sure they're not stuck with the stock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, it's only 4 months to Christmas. Wow. And it is the 22nd, 4 months, and that's September, October, November, December, and 2 days. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it might be a Christmas idea gift. So yep, I hope you will enjoy it. Just let me go back. So all the details I'll leave below in the description box, and just remember, enjoy. Take care. Bye bye. Please like and share. Thank you.